Well, good evening, y'all. Welcome to Tuesday evening live stream pop up. Like you see it in the title, unboxing pop up, and we'll be doing that in a bit. But I'm gonna get started. Welcome everyone. Those that replay, welcome. Hopefully this can be an enjoyment to you. Hopefully everyone's day is going very well. If not, hopefully this might cheer you up, encourage you. We do have a guest. Let's go bring him up. Evening's hit dust.
Hey, pretty good.
Good, good. Good to see you.
Eh,
We got
thank you.
Shane. Good to see you, Shane. All right. I'm gonna show you a little bit of stuff before I do the unboxing. Let some more people show up before we do the unboxing. So, uh, this is Tuesday. Yesterday, my local pond club society, we had a first meeting of the year. For those that wondered, let's see if we can get on camera. It's not very clear. Um, this was last year's T-shirt. For those that wondered, this is Austin Pond Society Sensational Pond Tour 2022. Awesome. For those that are in the area, local to Austin, definitely, if you're into ponds, definitely join the group. And because we're doing a meeting once a month, for those that wondered. So, and yeah, last night the talk was basically about getting your pond cycled, especially through the seasons spring, summer, fall, winter, and what you need to do to keep it pristine, clean, and clear. Um, there was a whole list that the speaker had about, which was really cool. Um, it was interesting to hear the pond side of things, versus aquariums. I do have both of them, but it was interesting to hear someone else's view on the system, which was really cool. By the way, y'all, how's my audio and video? We're good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, all right. And they gave me some books last night. Let's see if we can get on camera. The Marine Aquarium Handbook, Beginner to Breeder. I thought that's a pretty cool book. On the front of the book, the clownfish and anemones. I guess, yeah, that's an anemone. That'd be like a Haitian anemone. But inside of it, it has yeah, pictures how to do certain stuff. So I'm kind of interested to see what's all in this book. This is an older book. Um, 1982 is the copyright of this book. So I'm kind of the author by Martin A. Moe Jr. For those that wondered, and there are other books in this sequence, I guess. There's quite a few other ones out there. This guy has kept marine aquarium for 20 years, so this is a lot more about the marine side to the freshwater. So that was interesting. And then they had AKCA Guide to Koi Health that they gave me. And it tells you, yeah, everything you need to know about your koi, disease, and all that. It's really amazing. So that was cool. And they gave me another book, uh, Aquaology, Fish Diseases and Water Chemistry by Dr. John B. Grasick. And some other ones. There's the symbol. Austin Pond Society. This was a library book that they decided they no longer want in the library anymore. So I guess it's getting old enough. This copyright in 1992. About the different diseases of your aquarium fish and everything. That's pretty cool. It's actually the first time looking at it. Um, you know, some pictures, a lot of information. So that's going to interesting to look into that and see what stuff is there anything in here that I don't know about. So that was cool. Let's see who else showed
I've
up.
noticed.
What?
I've noticed that a lot of the older books have a lot of good information in them, not just the newer books.
Right. So I'm kind of curious to see what's in these books. Hey, Chris Aquazone, welcome. Good to see you. New local Austin. What up, fish buddy? Yep. How you doing? Yeah. Hopefully this can be way to relax, slow down for the evening. So I know some of us have worked hard all day, so this is kind of way to just to chill and hang out with buddies. So hopefully this will help. And I'll make sure I don't forget. Enjoy your favorite beverage of the evening. I'm drinking my
Couldn't
favorite.
hurt.
What?
I said it couldn't hurt.
Right. Yeah, I'm drinking my lavender tea with honey. That is the back. I know this is not a box, but it is unboxing. So on the back of it, whoever did it has a stamp of a fish, which is really cool. Hey, we do have another guest show up. Let's go ahead and bring him up. Hey,
Yay.
woo!
How's it going?
It's going. Long time no see.
Long time no see. It's been a great holiday season. I guess we've both been busy with things. You've been to Florida,
Right.
so you got to
Hi, Chris.
see the Eater House.
I did. That was awesome.
Yep. Hi, Saints Dust. Good to meet you.
And by the way, Saint Dust, if you don't know, Chris Aquazone is in my local club, so he's local guy to me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that till we met at the Triple Crown. So we were sitting next to each other at the banquet at the Triple Crown, and like, where are you from? I was like, Austin. It's like, no. Got to go all the way to Kentucky to meet someone from Austin.
Yep. Hey, it works.
It works.
Hey, be whistle.
Maybe whistle.
Yeah. And for those wondered, I'm not gonna do a long live stream. I'm just doing. Aside since Eric, hey Eric, if you're watching, prayers for you that you get better, and we're definitely looking forward to your next live stream. So aside, tonight's a good night to do the unboxing. It came in the mail. I don't know who's it from yet, but I'm excited to see what's inside. In the back of it's a fish. Do you all want to go ahead and get it open now? You want to wait a little bit? Hey, we got Canadian here. Hey, Glitch.
Hey, Glitch.
Hey, Koro. Welcome.
Hey, Silver Creek.
Hey. Well, everybody's coming in. What's happening?
Silver.
So quick. Hey, Clip.
Hey, Tim.
Let's give it one more minute. One more minute, y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I'm actually excited to see who it is. I don't recognize the
Hey,
name
Clip.
on the front. Orange sherbet in a bowl. That sounds good. I haven't had sherbet in a kitten's age.
I love the mixed sherbet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I need to go visit New York, Austin, and get me a bowl of it. Actually, it's been a week now since I've been over there. I was over the last Tuesday night. You got it, Kuro. Let's open his. Yeah, exactly. Grip, I'm thinking it's from a person. Because there is a name on it, but I don't recognize it. Hey, Scuba Steve! What's cracking?
Hey, Scuba Steve-O.
Yeah, hey, Big Little. That would be awesome. If it wasn't so late, I would do it tonight. Surprise, New Local Austin.
That reminds me, anybody who wants to do game night on Saturday when Misfit does his game night, he's trying to have as many people as possible.
And when is this the next time?
Not this weekend, but the following weekend, I believe. So Scuba Steve-O does that. Silver Creek was there last time. There were a number of us, but it's a fun night.
All right.
And even if you don't stream, just join.
I would have been, but I was doing a special guest on my live stream that night.
Yeah, I remember.
And by the way, y'all, I had a wonderful live stream this past Saturday evening. Nope. I think we're good.
Was that with Lily? Because she did awesome.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she did. I was actually kind of surprised that she said yes to come up on a live stream. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, she was really cool.
And I'm definitely interested to see what's happening in the future after she comes back to the U.S., especially when she gets her website up to date. That's going to be cool. Hey, Matt, what's vibing? Who's vibing? Oh, it's just me. Vinotsky, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kuro, it was a super interesting live stream. Yeah, it was. And by the way, y'all, I'm trying to schedule a live stream guest for every Saturday, but if not, at least once a month. So it's gonna be a good year. It's good, Nana. Welcome. I'm trying to get the bottom of the chat. That way we can open the package, y'all. I don't want to miss anyone. Triple A, what's cracking, man? Scuba Steve, what'd I miss?
Who was your guest?
Oh, it was Lily. She's with what's her channel? Hold on. Since
She was going to college?
Yeah. She's working on a database for all fish species. That way, it tells you when you go onto the website, it tells you where the fish is from, the parameters, what you can keep with it, the temperatures, everything about it. Basically, what it is, she's updating all the database that was like 10 years ago. Basically, do an update. So people from Taiwan can keep fish versus Texas versus Canada, and it will tell you wherever you live what you can keep and so forth. It's gonna be good.
That's great.
Hey, Didi! Welcome. George RB3!
Hey, George.
Hey, George.
Hey, Dee Dee.
Yeah, Skipper Steve. Yeah, I met her at Triple Crown. She had a table set up there. And if you've seen on my live stream Saturday night, the picture, there's a pic. She was selling pins, and of course I had to buy the Fantosa one.
Yep.
Hey, Linda Worth, welcome. Woo! Look at Austin eating cookies. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. It's taking so long to get to the bottom of the chat. There you go. Yep, right there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so quick. You don't mind putting. Thank you. Okay, I made it to the bottom of the chat. Let's go ahead and do what you all come to see. Unboxing. I'm trying to open it, y'all, and not tear it too much. And whoever gave it, if you're watching, thank you. And someday, whoever this is, I want to meet you in person.
Maybe you already have.
I might have already. Let's see. Yep, and it took it all out. It's a card. Okay. I know who it is. Do what? It's from Jess, California. Cool Adorable.
Ah, nice.
And Cool Adorable. I definitely want to meet you in person sometime. Thank you for participating in Coffee Questions. What? Yeah, I always participate in a live stream. I didn't realize I won. And she sent me a gift card to Starbucks. What? That was a surprise, Jess. Just give me a sticker. Cool Adobo Aquariums. This is a surprise. Wow. I knew that she does a giveaway every live stream at the end, and anybody who entered a question gets put in the drawing. Okay, I stopped by for like about 5 minutes, about halfway. I said, "Hey, I gotta go," and I left. And I guess what? So that was cool. Yeah, Crypt. It was cool. Yeah, it's a big surprise. Now, why didn't I recognize the name? That's cool. So, Jess, thank you. For the gift card and the sticker. And the nice thank you card. There you go, Horrible. I unboxed it on a live stream for you. I definitely have to go to Starbucks now and get me a coffee and take a picture of it and send it to you, Jess. That's so cool.
And Nathan Hovey in the house.
Hey, welcome, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Happy New Year. Good to see you. Right on. Don't sleep on Lily. You're going to miss something great. Exactly. And what's really interesting, y'all, uh, she's pretty young, so this is a way for maybe the newer generation to come into the hobby, and she definitely knows her stuff.
Well, if she's building a database of fish, she could be the next person to catalog everything.
Yeah, yeah. Right now she's in Taiwan right now, for schooling, college. She'll be there for like 4 months, and then she'll be back.
Where's that?
Taiwan, Taiwan.
Taiwan?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yep.
lived there in high school.
Cool.
Yeah, I lived outside Taipei
Mm-hmm.
and used to go into a little place called, what was it called? Tianmu. Tianmu was basically American Town. You can go into Tianmu and you can speak English and everyone would understand you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That's so cool.
yeah, that was back in the 80s, though. I'm old.
Oh yeah, you old. You're still young yet.
She's got to bring
By
back
the
some
way,
shrimp.
right? And literally, if you're watching, much love and thanks for showing up Saturday night. That was awesome, and everyone on the live stream loved it. So keep doing what you're doing, and we'll definitely look forward to the future. See what you have in store for us. Exactly, Silver Creek. Yeah, she's gonna be big in the industry. Exactly. Hey, Jeremy! Woo! Good to see you.
Guess she should start collecting data in the field. Maybe go see Dr. Anthony's place. Go to a few other places.
Right. That'd be interesting. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the goal for this year, I'm trying to get a lot more uh, guests up on a live stream, on a regular scheduled live stream. Uh, so look forward to that. Yeah, Lily is such an awesome person. She is. So you got any plans for the year, Chris?
What's that?
Do you have any plans for the year or any goals?
So I did my first live stream. I had to postpone my last two live streams. The last one because we were celebrating my wife's birthday the same time I was supposed to stream. So Sunday, hopefully I'll be live streaming. I want to talk about Maltese, just as a topic. Yeah, talk about a lot of different things. Um, I'm trying to build out my garage so that I have some breeding systems, mostly for shrimp. But my discus tank over here, I realized they were getting a little thin. So I've been treating them with Expel P and Metro, and they're doing a lot better now. So there's a couple of blue diamonds that I think have paired off.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to start a discus breeding project there, especially since there's Stenker discus and Stenker is shut down. But that's basically what I'm doing this year. Plus, I'll be at the Clash. I've already reserved my room. I just have to buy my tickets, and I've got enough points on my airline to get there for free. So I'm all ready to go to the Clash. I just hope that
Awesome.
Aquashell is in Dallas so we can get together again. New local Austin.
Definitely.
And the rest of the crowd from the rest of the Fish fam.
It's gonna be good.
Yep.
And when is it?
Hopefully in a cooler month. They haven't updated their site at least since last night.
Yeah. So which aqua shows are going this year?
I don't know.
Okay. So okay, so everything I've heard, it's just been rumors then probably.
I bought my tickets.
To the Clash.
No, I was saying I haven't gotten my tickets yet, but I do have the
Oh,
hotel room, so I'm in the
Oh,
same
that's
boat.
nice.
Yep. So I got a 2-bed room. I made an offer to my sister. So my first fish show was Aquashella 2021, and I brought my little sister. She's 27 years younger than me, so that was great. Being able to connect to her because we've got a common interest. She actually works at Petco, and she also works for a few other pet businesses in her area. But if she can't make it, then I'll open that extra space up for anyone else who wants to go.
So you were in Dallas, 2021, Coachella.
Yeah. So interestingly enough, I saw your video from 2021, and I'm in line to get a T-shirt in your video.
That is funny.
That is hilarious. I was like, wait a minute. Am I in? That's my green shirt. I'm in there.
That's cool.
Yep. So we got to hang out 2022 Aquashella.
Yeah.
So hopefully Aquashella Dallas is going to be in a cooler month for Texas, because August is not the month to be outside in Texas.
That was kind of miserable.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Silver Creek. Come on down. Crash our party. Definitely.
Yep. And George, if I've got enough funds, I'll go to the ACA. I've got to take a slow month. I've gotten back. I worked for a state job for a year. They don't pay as much, so I got to catch up.
Hey, Bob. Where's Lady R? Right. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know. Hopefully everything's okay.
Yep. Hey, Stephen P. So Lady R was on game night on Saturday.
Okay. Hey, Stephen P. Welcome, bro.
Yeah. So you don't have to stream to be on game night. Just let Misfit know.
But what if I'm shy?
It's a great
Misfit had a great game the other night.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like hanging out with friends. You don't really worry about what you're doing, and then if you do, I'm like, I'd reach down for my bag of sesame sticks and like, okay, maybe I'll pause my video. I'll turn off my video while I go do that. But normally, I mean, if you've got a good space, don't worry about it. It's just fun.
Right.
Dallas is a little cooler temperature-wise than Austin, but Austin is still the cooler of the two cities. Right?
Right, exactly.
Got to keep Austin weird.
Yeah.
Big shrimp in.
Yeah. Okay, Scuba Steve. You don't have to be on cam. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, depends on what I'm doing this coming Saturday. In 2 weeks. Maybe I need to try harder to be ready for it.
Awesome. You can upload your own little image to StreamYard if you've got enough time. If you join about 30 minutes ahead of time, it gives you the chance to get used to what the StreamYard system is like. It's free, from our side. Misfit, I think he's got a higher level plan. But, for example, you can put up a logo. You could set what your name is at the bottom of your image. And then you can mute yourself off and on. If you've got to deal with family business, mute your stream, turn off the camera, go deal with it, and come back. And if you're like me and you feel yourself drifting off, mute everything, and then hopefully you don't drift off.
Right. That reminds me. Just the other day, I was on a live stream. But luckily enough, I had my camera off and I was muted at the time. I fell asleep.
Oh wow! So Glitch is
Chris,
right.
you don't need two devices.
So if you've got a phone,
it sometimes helps, but you don't have to.
Yeah. For this one, you really do. So if you have a phone and a tablet, or a phone and a computer, or a computer where you can flip the screens, or even two screens, it helps a lot. You really need to be able to manage the back end on one and play the game on the other.
Right. So it's quick.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. If you monetize, that is.
Well, if they just demonetize you, I know a lot of people know they're demonetized, like Secret History, Living in Your Aquarium. I mean, Alex says all the time, "Oh, I just got demonetized. I said this word," you know.
Right. Sorry, I'm so far behind the chat. No, I'm not. Woo! I'm down to the bottom. That's awesome. And Chris, I'm hopefully once it warms up some more, maybe on Sunday afternoon we can start doing a normal get together, hang out at the coffee shop again.
I want to do that again.
A Sunday would suit Mike better. New York, Austin.
Yep. And then March, I think the club has something going on, right?
Yeah, it does. Let's see if I can find something.
I got a lot of fish I got to move on.
Yeah. It's not very big, but yeah. Saturday, March 18th, 2023. It was the trade show here in Austin, y'all.
Yeah, I got about 30 fish to move on the 29th.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got a lot of Shelleys I got to move. I've got a lot of steak antlers I got to move. Anyone in Austin wants a common pleco? I got an 8 or 9 inch common pleco I got to move on. He's terrorizing the discus.
Hey, Chris, what you could do is get a whole nother tank set up.
I was thinking of putting a pond in the garage, and then he can live in the pond with whatever else I put.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I even have 8 more to give you.
What's that?
I even have 8 more plecos to give you.
Yeah, you got a pond. I know you got a pond.
Yeah, but
winters are tough here, though. Yeah.
Right, I know. Yeah, I'm trying to see. My last couple of rescues I've done, there were plecos that came with it.
Yep.
So they're pretty.
So I did get a miter saw for Christmas, so I'm ready to start building tank stands for the garage. Just need to clear it out.
So are you planning to video that?
Yeah, I guess so. Because I do have to do a little more. I guess insulating the garage doors. Down near the bottom, I got to insulate those. I've got the panels insulated. I've got some sort of fiberglass insulation. But I'm going to put some Reflectix on top of that. And then I want to make sure I've got a good seal at the bottom. And then at that point, I got to start looking at heaters too. But if I'm doing shrimp and endlers for the most part and rice fish, I really don't care about whether I heat it or not.
Right.
But I will have a couple tanks with hopefully discus breeder tanks. I'll just put a couple heaters in each. And with these ink birds, I mean, if you've got valuable fish, 2 heaters and an ink bird, I think makes a lot of sense.
Right.
I should do a video on that.
Do it. Yeah. Yeah, actually, most of my fish tanks are not heated. Most of them are not. The only ones that are my saltwater tanks and my discus. Everything else is my room temperature only.
I
If you
started
have
making.
your
Go ahead. So I started making a video about putting the window coverings on the outside of the tanks. Like I've got black ones on my Shelly tank, but I've got a white um, electrostatic film that you can put on the outside of the tank, and that way you don't have to paint it. Peeling it off, it's just pulling it, and then that way, maybe other people can see. Okay, you just buy this off Amazon or go to Michael's or wherever else they sell it, and then you can do this without actually having to pull out paint and worry about scraping it when you want to take it off.
right.
I'll try to get that video out soon.
Robert's question for you.
Hey, I'll ship them. Just let me know. I was gonna put them on Vivi, but it's a little cold at times in places. But I'll definitely move them on.
Right.
I've
So
got
how
about
do
100
you,
right now.
nice.
Neolamphrolargus multifasciatus. So not enough shells for the Shellies.
How'd that
Hi, Surf
happen?
City.
When they start breeding, they don't stop until they get to a certain point. Then they stop, and if you get rid of too many of them, they don't restart in time.
Right.
At least that's what I've seen from a number of YouTubers. So,
Hey, Boots. Good to see you.
hey, Boots. And Boots has a new logo. That's new.
Yeah.
Boots.
That's it. Hey, Boots. That's awesome. I like
Puss in
it.
Boots.
Uh-huh. Cool. Yeah. The LAB has one of the frame and light up ponds that looks like a miniature pool. Exactly. Check it out.
Oh, Silver Creek wants me to say the Latin slow. Neolamphrolargus multifasciatus.
Hi, Mark.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, welcome to Surf City.
Hey, Surf City. Hey, Mark. Good day, man.
Yeah. Most of the tanks I've done in the past year are all either tint or a window clean of some sort instead of painting.
Yeah. So I got two kinds. I got the black and the white.
Mm-hmm.
There's also kind of an opaque translucent, but
Right.
like the one behind me, I've got nothing, so you can see all the hoses and
Right.
else behind it. As soon as I can move the pleco on, I'm going to put sand in there, and then maybe I'll put a backing on it.
Right.
It's funny, Matt. Books and cats.
Mm-hmm. Hey, good day, mate. How you doing? Working and lurking. That's right on. Good. Look on, look, Mark. Good animal husbandry vibes. That's Chris's secret. Oh, and love. Right on. By the way, Chris, my tank is full too of fish.
Oh, cool.
There's probably, I don't know, 45, 50 of them in there now.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yep. So we're going to be competing in March, aren't we?
Maybe I should just give them to you and let you sell them.
Or take them to Tiny Aquatics?
That's an idea.
That's
Drop
where I
them
got
there.
them from.
Okay. I mean, they're all lovely.
I took 3 years of Latin. Catholic school, right?
Hey, Chris, do you mind reading that?
Yeah, I think I'll get tongue tied about
Exactly.
2/3 of the way through. Hey, that's true. Get on Discord if you can.
Right.
The Fish Cord
Hey,
channel.
Kenny. What up, fish people? Gronto Half Moon, welcome. Yeah, for those just coming in, all we're doing is just chatting and going through the comments. And for those that wondered, the unboxing has already been done, so you'll have to watch the replay. You want to see what happened.
It's a new local Austin. You need to wear it downtown when there's a big show going on, like South by Southwest.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hey, Chris, by the way, last night the Austin Pond Society had a meeting.
Oh wow, never heard of that.
Yeah, I just found out about them like first of January.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yep, I found a good place to get pond sand.
Cool.
Sand.
Where from?
For me, it's over in Cedar Park. I can't remember the name, but I've already bought 2 bags because I'm doing Wallstat method. So all my new tanks, I've got a little bit of fertilizer and 2.5 inches of sand cap on top, and then the plants grow like crazy.
So, what kind of sand do you use?
So it's just that pool filter sand.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if I can find the brand, but last time I went to this place, they had plenty of it, and it's already sterilized. All you gotta do is pour it in, so it doesn't leave a nasty mess.
Right.
But you do need to pour it in slow. From what I've seen, if you have like the organic fertilizer on the bottom, you wet that down first, gently put the first layer of pond sand or pool sand, and then you put more on until you get to the level you want. And then when you put the plants in, you don't go all the way down to the fertilizer, you just go part way, like a half inch.
Yeah.
And then eventually, as soon as those plants are pulling in the nutrients, they just explode. I mean, I've got Amazon swords in my 10 gallons. They hit the top of the tank and they're like spreading out. They're trimming them back.
So, do you have any CO2 in your tanks?
No CO2, just the fertilizer and sand cap. That's it. And I don't even have heaters in most of my tanks. The discus tank, the multi-tank, and I've got a pea puffer tank. That's it.
Swords are beautiful fish.
Yep. Yeah, my next one, I got to get one of those nice sailfin mollies. I can't remember the name, but Sage Aquatics. Let me look. From Colorado. Skull Aquatics knows who I'm talking about because he goes to visit occasionally. But there's a native sailfin molly that's just huge. It's beautiful. But I need to get like a 125 before I think about getting one of those.
Mm-hmm. So, do you dose your tanks with any fertilizer at all?
I do have Easy Green.
Yeah.
But I really don't use it that often. It's just if I get into a mood and I want to get some of the floating plants growing, I might put a little bit in there. Yeah, we got cedar fever in Austin right now. So cedar pollen is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is in those cookies, new local Austin? You are from South Austin, right?
Yep. Right.
Hey, Dr. Anthony.
A little love, some sugar, just a bit of salt, and LSD. You know.
Okay, so Select Aquatics has the mollies I've been looking at. Posilia filifera.
Hey, Chris, I have a question for you.
Yep.
Does fish food ever expire?
Yep.
So
So,
does it hurt?
uh, so a while back, I did win the fish food on Dan's Fish. So, Guppy Barn Aquatics, really good food. The Libear food, I mean, I'm almost out of, but I still have plenty. I got about probably $75 worth of food from Guppy Barn Aquatics, and he's got an expiration date on the fish food. So I probably got these last April, and these say April 8th, 20. Oh, hand pack 2022, good for 1 year.
Okay.
So over time, they will degrade. I mean, if it's vacuum sealed food, if once you open the vacuum seal, of course, now you're exposing it to the elements, so you've got a limited amount of time. I do have some food I got from for free at some show, and when I opened it, it was already stale.
Mm,
So it was like, why would I feed this to my fish?
yeah.
But I just bought some new extreme krill flake. I've gotten into the larger size since I've got enough tanks now that I go through it too fast. I've already used three of the smaller containers, so I'm just buying one big container, and it'll go as long as I think I use it in about a year. I
Mm.
think Aquarium Co-op says, you know, less time than that, but I mean, if you can use it in a reasonable amount of time, it should still be good.
Right.
But once you start trying to pull it out, if it starts feeling stiffer or harder, kind of stale feel, then it's probably not good anymore.
Right. My fish don't give a chance for food to expire. Right on, Scuba.
Oh, just realized.
Yeah, my fish don't give a food a chance to expire either.
Yep.
It should be good 6 months past due date. That's date. Yeah. So does everyone feed a variety or just one diet?
I feed about 10 different types of different foods, so
Yeah.
I've got about three or four.
Hmm. Do you ever feed like raw meat?
I made my own beef art before.
Mm-hmm.
It was a learning experience. I'll probably do it again if I start getting into like a breeding project. But
I
something
don't
happened
do
to one of
raw
the batches in
meats.
the freezer, and I think I, you know, damaged the fish somehow by feeding them some bad beef heart. So once you make it, you do have to freeze it. Make
Mm-hmm.
sure it doesn't warm up and then refreeze.
Steve testing that theory with a new 3 pound wafers. Yeah, right on. Yeah, Steve won those wafers. A variety. Yep. Yeah, Ron's, Northman, and Hecker. Yep. Those are all good ones. I do also feed them extreme as well. Since we're talking about food, fish food, um, there is a legit fish food, but Aquapro. Hey, Scuba, well, what you could do a variety and don't use extreme for your main diet. Just do it like once a week or every 2 weeks or whatever that is. Spread it out that way. It's not as expensive. That's what I do.
I have to admit, though, with extreme foods, I did notice quite a drastic change in my fish's color, which was
Oh,
rather
yeah.
Okay.
nice to see.
So luckily they come in multiple sizes. So I just bumped up to the large can. So I went to the larger can of the krill flake.
Yeah.
And then my multis, I was trying a lot of different types of foods, but the nano works best for the multis, at least my tanks. So I did the what do you call it? The ketchup dispenser method.
Whoops. What's happening?
Yeah. So I got this
Okay.
from my local fish store, which is Tiny Aquatics, and I just fill it up with nano from time to time. But the extreme nano, I just feed this to the multis, and that's what they eat.
Cool. I've been feeding them mine some what's it called? Huh. That just pull it out. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I can't find it right now. It's a flake, but it has high spirulina in it. I might have to pull it out some other time. Look at that. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Before I answer that question, I might have to do a lot more research about that. But that's a good idea. Thank you.
California Blackworm Co. I've noticed puts out a really good food too, and it's actually on the affordable side.
Okay. Nice.
So it was funny. My parents live in Maryland, so back in September 2021, I saw some videos about Discus Hans on the KG Tropicals YouTube channel. So when I went to visit my parents, I went to Discus Hans, got to see his facility. He was open up like 2 or 3 days a week, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He had a schedule on his website. And I went up there when he was open for a couple hours,
Right,
saw
Crypt.
his system, and then was able to see firsthand what varieties he had. And then as soon as I got home and I bought the tank, got it set up, got it cycled, and then ordered from Discus Hans. So the one thing I do recommend for everybody, look at your water. You know, my water here in Central Texas is very hard. And the discus from Stenker Discus, which is what Discus Hans was selling at the time, worked well. It was very close match to my water, so that's why I went there. Otherwise, I would have gone to Jack Watley down in Miami or one of the other ones. But if I had a second choice, Jack Watley would have been it. Mostly because I used to read about Jack Watley when I was a kid. So discus, those are my dream fish. So my breeding project will hopefully start this year.
Nice. Hey, Garcia Aquatics.
Hey,
Welcome.
Garcia.
Hey, Crystal. It's good to see ya. Long time no see.
Hi, Jeremy. So you live in Maryland, huh? Hey, Crystal.
Hey,
Alishon is in
Chris.
the house.
Hey, Chris. What do you think about this?
Oh, those are nice. Are those white leopard?
No. the blood pigeon, pigeon blood.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
I've got the white leopard snake skin from Stenker, which looks close.
right. Yeah, those are actually rescues from
Oh,
last year.
nice.
Yeah. I told the guy that I'm not ready for him yet, but the problem was his tank broke, and he
Oh,
said
no.
he he's done with him. So
Yep, I've got three white leopards.
all right, what size?
Um, so my discus stopped growing a few months ago, and I'm like was wondering why they're still not growing, and hopefully they'll keep growing. But they're about 4 inches.
Okay.
Um, so I'm on a metro cycle right now. That'll end next Monday. I've done an expo two expel P cycles, um, and I've noticed my sluggish discus have livened up a lot. I just think I've had parasites for the longest time in there. I need to purge them. I blame the pleco
Yeah.
because
So what's your plans on fixing that, purging them?
I started with the expel P. Um, that seemed to work with some of the discus I had. I had a couple that died. So I started with 12. I've got 10. Um, I've had a couple that had like the wasting disease, couldn't figure out what was wrong. I've got one that's stunted, but he seems pretty healthy. So it may just be genetics or something else. But anyway, I do have a couple that are thin where at the right angle you look at them and you can see that kind of the side kind of undulates
Right.
as you look down the side of the fish. So
Mhm.
then I realized, all right, if I've got a Bolivian ram in one tank that's thicker than the discus in this tank that
Mhm.
are twice as long, I got a problem. So
Right.
started with the XLP, did 2 cycles of XLP. Now I'm doing Metro. I'm doing 10 days of Metro. I'm just following kind of the guidelines from the Jack Watley videos. And then I did get my Metro from Jack Watley. There was a little bit of an interesting twist on the order. I got someone else's order, but they made it right. So I really trust Jack Watley and how they treat their customers. Um, it's unfortunate that Stenker's out of business because they have the best water type. But
Mhm.
if I have to order more discus, I'm going to go to try Jack Watley next.
Okay.
Um, but I've got at least two. I think I've got maybe four total, so two breeding pairs possible. And I'd rather have a pair of the same type. I don't want to cross patterns. So my blue diamonds look like they're a pair. They're always hanging out together. One of them's got the long streamer on the dorsal fin, which leads me to believe he's a male. The other one's a little smaller. But I'm going to start. I've got two 20-gallon highs. I'm going to set those up in the garage, put heaters in them. And as soon as I see some pairing off, I'm going to move them into the 20 highs and then see what happens. I do have one breeding cone. I'll have to buy another one. But if I can start raising them, at least because I've got Stenker strains, at least from that point on, I know I've got Stenker discus.
Mhm.
So it's something that I think will do well, especially since I plan to take it seriously. I mean, I'm going to get some 40 breeders for the grow out tanks,
Right.
really take care of them. And I'm on Vivi, but I prefer to sell local. So anyone in Texas, if I start, trying to sell discus that I've raised, I'd rather drop them off somewhere to someone local than ship them halfway across the country.
Mhm.
But, when I was, 8 or 9 years old, starting with aquariums, I get the tropical fish hobbyist, and there'd be these ads with discus in them, and that's what led me to this when I started back up. So this was my
Mhm.
first tank when I started back up in the hobby, and then after these guys, I went to multis, so the shell dwellers, and then now I've got endlers, and I'm also doing neo Caridina shrimp and Caridina shrimp. So half of those I've gotten from Aquatic Arts. The other half I've gotten from Garden of Eater.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to just focus on probably shrimp and discus. The endlers, they take care of themselves.
Yeah. That's cool, Garcia. Do it. Okay, we're an hour in, y'all. You all want to shut it down for the night? I think Misfits going on at 10:30. Chris, what temperature do you keep your tank at?
So I've got an bird on this one. It's 85. The multis are at 78. I actually have two others on heaters, so probably 78 for kind of my mosh pit of fish. I got Bolivian ram, some Medaka rice fish, a betta. The pea puffer I keep at 78. I decided to put some endlers in there. The endlers are like growing like crazy, so the puffer's not eating the endlers, which is kind of interesting. So I still feed snails to the puffer, but eventually I'll probably start pulling endlers out of that tank and putting them in one of my others. But since most of my tanks are now shrimp tanks, I just no heaters
Okay.
at all. And if I have an endler tank, either by itself, which is what I have the steak endlers at, or I've got some kind of mixed endlers in the tank with shrimp, I don't put heaters in there either. My room temperature is enough.
Fantosa and goldfish tank, eh? Yeah. I think I'm gonna shut it down for the night. That way, everybody can go get a snack or something before Benny goes on. Thanks everyone for showing up. Give your friends and family hugs from me. And for those that watch the replay, thanks for coming all the way to the end. Appreciate it. Much love. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, y'all.